You know the physical sensation. Your throat tightens, your heart beats faster, and you force a polite smile. Even as your inner voice screams no, you hear yourself say the word yes once again. Society views this as a strength. We praise the accommodating friend and the selfless coworker, often confusing this constant self-erasure with genuine kindness or a talent for keeping the peace. Relentless obedience serves as a chronic symptom of a deeper internal conflict. We treat it as a moral virtue, but beneath the surface, it operates as a hidden psychological compulsion. People-pleasing functions as an exhausting defense mechanism. It is a calculated strategy of survival, designed entirely to keep you safe from the perceived threat of conflict. Suppressing your own needs to pacify others eventually wears down the physical body. This constant internal friction manifests in chronic exhaustion, in digestive issues, and long-term mental fatigue. Buying temporary silence with your own truth is an unsustainable trade. You might keep the room calm for an hour, but you are slowly eroding your own identity to pay for it. No one is born with a drive to appease others. This behavior is meticulously engineered by our early environment, usually beginning within the walls of a child's home. In households defined by strict rules, constant relentless nitpicking, or unpredictable parental anger, a child experiences life as a series of threats. They live in a state of chronic underlying fear. This logic tree is the child's internal calculus. Safety depends entirely on securing parental approval. To guarantee safety, the child bypasses and deletes their own desires, creating a closed loop to trigger the approval response. This emotional suppression is an instinctual survival tactic, operating with the same primal urgency as a biological fight-or-flight response. While society sees a well-behaved child, they are actually looking at a terrified human executing a survival strategy, a prison of habit that will likely follow them into adulthood. In adulthood, these childhood survival tactics calcify into a second nature. The fear of disapproval becomes so deeply ingrained that it governs every social and professional interaction you have. Consider the porcupine dilemma. These animals must huddle together to survive the freezing cold, but their sharp quills inevitably press into each other. This metaphor illustrates that healthy relationships require a degree of friction. To share warmth, you must accept the discomfort of setting and respecting boundaries. The people-pleaser, however, attempts to survive the huddle by flattening their own quills. They strip away their protective boundaries completely, absorbing all of the physical and emotional damage to keep the peace. This fawning behavior eventually leads to moral paralysis. Because a pleaser's primary goal is to offend no one, they become incapable of taking a stand during a crisis. If you cannot say no to a social request, you lose the ability to say no to an injustice. By trying to please everyone, you effectively lie to everyone. You remain neutral while harm is done, trapping yourself in a self-made purgatory where you are actively complicit in your own emotional and moral ruin. To break this cycle, you have to reevaluate the exact micro-moment you choose to compromise yourself. You must look past the immediate social pressure. This graph visualizes the choice. When asked to do something you don't want, your brain weighs short-term relief against long-term peace. Saying yes causes relief to spike, then collapse to zero. Meanwhile, long-term stress builds into an overwhelming mass in your body. Real kindness is deeply rooted in doing the right thing, which is rarely the easy or comfortable thing. Avoiding the truth to spare someone's feelings isn't a gift, it's a form of manipulation. You need a singular moral compass that answers to your own truth rather than the shifting moods of the crowd. Stop trying to be a people pleaser and focus on being a God pleaser, measuring your actions by a higher standard of integrity. Setting these boundaries will cause friction. People who have benefited from your compliance will be angry, and you will face their rejection. This is an inevitable part of the process. Enduring that temporary anger is the only way to drop the burden. By accepting the short-term discomfort of the word no, you finally earn the right to live a life that is actually yours.